aboard! All aboard! Ah, well, hello there. So, you're getting on this train, huh? You know, I've been conducting this train for a good couple of years now. Been through a lot with her. I remember the "I got nothing up my butt" incident back in 2019. There was also the Florida man who threw a Bible at a police officer. Oh, and don't get me started about the year 2020. Oh, boy. Ah. So listen, if you're new here, I gotta read this piece of paper for you. It's sort of a legal thing, you know. Here we go. Warning. The following show may feature some adult language and adult scenarios that are not suitable for those under the age of 18 to 21 years old. If you are under this age, please consult your parents and or legal guardians for permission to listen to this show. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Well, with that out of the way, will you still be getting on? Excellent. Well, let me just punch your ticket for you. And welcome to Trademark's Trainwreck. Good evening, passengers, and welcome to tonight's episode of Trademark's Trainwreck, a show featured on Celestia Radio, all fandom, all the time. With me here tonight is Sherlock.
Hello.
And TheFangirl.
I regret everything!
Don't we
I'm
all?
too tired for regrets right now.
Yeah. Well, with an intro like that, how's everyone's week been so far?
I've got the opening shift at work.
Oh,
I have
joy.
to be there at 7 a.m.
Lots of sad things happened last month. I don't like May anymore.
Yeah, we're not going to get in too deep on that. There's a lot of personal stuff in Fanny's life, unfortunately. Yeah, I've just been feeling a little bit more exhausted as of late, but I'm hanging in there, making things work. I can shamelessly plug in something that's been making things a little bit more tolerable for me. So, I have recently taken interest in something called Warhammer 40k. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of this obscure thing. He says with heavy sarcasm. Basically, from what I understand, Warhammer 40k is pretty much the origin of grim dark. Literally, it is the grim dark future. There is nothing but war and chaos. And
I don't know if I'd go that far, but it is definitely a genre of strategy game. It's a strategy game that is there is no good outcome.
no,
Like if you read the actual lore, it doesn't matter what army you choose, there is no good outcome.
there is no good outcome. I have actually been getting the basics on the lore as of late, thanks to a podcast that can actually be found on YouTube as well as all the podcast streaming sites. It's called Adeptus Ridiculous. It's a nice podcast where we get the basics on all the major events like the Horus Heresy, aka someone stabs Space Jesus in the back. And also all of the races, like the orcs, who are literal fucking fungus in this universe.
The space fungus, the space elves, the space drow,
The space robots.
the space the space undead robots,
And
the
space bugs.
space bugs, and
And also,
actual proper aliens.
and chaos gods. And let me just tell you, when you take a step back and not actually play the game, which I'll hold my hand up, I one, I don't have interest in actually playing the game, because two, it's a fucking money pit.
Didn't always used to be that way. A friend of mine was really big into it, and we were talking about how we think it's a little ridiculous right now. Because back when he started playing it, he could get a box of like a starter pack of Marines for $25, and they were made of metal. These days, you'll be lucky if you find a pack of Marines made of plastic for $80.
Right? It's so fucking stupid. Like, I can understand, like, $80 for a dreadnought, which is basically a man tank. It is a literal tank that walks like a man. I can understand.
With a man inside it.
Yeah, well,
and the thing is, it's partially because this game kind of took the idea of playing war games, like proper strategy war games, and combined it with the idea of tabletop.
Oh yeah,
with a minor bit of role play involved. So
yeah,
it combined all this shit, and it works. But yeah, it went from being a niche to a fucking money sink.
It is such a money sink, and Fanny is right. There are fingerprints of war simulation all over this game. Like, specifically, there is this faction called the Death Corps of Krieg. Their planet essentially got fucked, which, yeah, I know. What a weird thing to happen in Warhammer 40k. A planet getting fucked? What are the odds? But yeah, their planet got, like, super fucked, and they are eternally men in gas masks riding horses that wear gas masks, and their weapons are bayonet rifles and fucking shovels. They love digging trenches. They're World War II reenactors, but hardcore. World War One. Either way, one of the world wars.
Yeah, I mean, there are the Rough Riders, which are, as the name implies, Rough Riders are heavy cavalry on actual horses. There are the Sylvester Stallone squad. There were those Rambo squad, the Special Forces jungle troops. There are the Space Wolves.
Yes.
There's the Inquisition. And for some reason, I do not know why, everyone on the internet these days has to like sexualize the sisterhood of war of like the Inquisition, like the nuns, and I'm like, no. Have you seen them?
This?
No, not in
They're
Warhammer.
horrifying women.
They're absolutely horrifying. Like, I know there is one iconic speech from, I don't know if she's related to the Sisterhood. I've completely forgotten who's affiliated, but there's this one woman who followed basically this very corrupt religious person who was just like, I speak for the Emperor and I will have all the bitches. Quite literally, he was that guy. And when
enjoy yourself, buddy.
And basically, the people who actually speak for the Emperor, the Adeptus Custodes, who are these guys in literal golden armor, they took this woman and her 5 cohorts aside, took them into a private room. No one knows what happened. And then when she came out, she was so fucking pissed that she confronted this guy who was like, Gog Van Dyer, that's his name, Gog Van Dyer, winner of the most evil-sounding name award. And she basically said, you done fucked up, son, and now you're going to die. And I shit you not, Gog Van Dyer said, I don't have time to die, I'm too busy. When you step back from the fact that Warhammer 40k is this very grim universe where there are just an insurmountable number of death, Warhammer 40k is a fucking silly, badass, stupid, amazing world, even if you don't play the game.
But to be honest, the to be honest, the Imperium, and I know I'm going to ruffle a lot of feathers saying this, the Imperium needs to be on an episode of that YouTuber, Advanced Sci-Fi Civilizations Too Stupid to Exist.
Oh, I agree. The Imperium, the Imperium one. They really shot themselves in the foot after the Emperor died because they did the thing that the Emperor didn't want them to do, which was to glorify him and worship him as a god. He never wanted that. In fact, he wanted to fucking abolish religion because he thought it was stupid. But the Emperor was also a fucking idiot and really shot himself in the foot with a lot of shit. But we're not gonna explain all that because that's not the name of our show.
It's not.
If you wanna hear more Warhammer 40k facts that I have learned, listen to Adeptus Ridiculous. Trust me, they are a riot. It's basically one guy with a lot of knowledge of Warhammer teaching a guy with a lesser amount of knowledge about the game all of the fun facts and the bare bones basics. It's not a complete fucking lexicon of information, but it gets the job done, and
gets the job done. Although, if any of you in the listening world out there are interested in who our individual picks for the armies who would actually win this this endless war in the cosmos would be, I'll give my pick, the Necrons. They've won the war several dozen times over before.
Oh yeah, that is a good pick. I have my own pick, but it comes with a caveat. If they were actually smart, the orcs would fucking win. Because they do all the shit they do with the power of imagination. If they could get together and think, the Emperor is actually fucking dead, the Emperor would actually be fucking dead. These motherfuckers...
The Emperor is dead. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Emperor is dead. I'm sorry to say, guys, but that big pile of bones and gray matter sitting in the throne room on Terra Prime is not... He's not alive. He's not sending out psychic messages to you.
I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. We don't know. Anywho, switching gears back to our regularly scheduled program. Welcome to Trademark's Trainwreck, everyone, where when we're not shamelessly plugging other people's content, we are a dumb news podcast, and we talk about all the dumb news that I've uncovered over the course of a week or so. We've got a lesser amount of news this week, but I think we've got just about enough for an episode, which consists of the softcore material, which is coming up in just a bit after our first musical interlude, and also the hardcore material, which comes after a second musical interlude. But before all that, any of y'all want to discuss anything before we get to our first music break?
I still regret everything.
Yeah.
Nothing came up for me.
Well, in that case, I suppose we will go to our first musical interlude. You're listening to Trademark's Trainwreck on Celestia Radio, all Phantom all the time, except when it's WAH!
Yay!
I wonder how many people I'm going to piss off with that statement.
All I'm saying is if you can batter down a door, you might be a superhero.
Welcome back, passengers, to Trademark's Trainwreck, a show featured on Celestia Radio, all Phantom all the time. And before we start, we have indeed gotten our obligatory Greymane.
Obligatory? I'm obligatory now.
Yes,
okay.
You are. I mean, you make yourself obligatory with the random shit you say when the music breaks end.
I can't help
One
that.
could say that you are a trademark of the show. Well, we're off to a roaring start, and things can only get better as we start the softcore material.
Better is a subjective term, Trade.
So is softcore.
Yes. Well,
So is material at this point, but
Now then, I want to ask you all a simple question. What is
37.
What is the difference between a bobcat and a house cat?
Size?
Size.
Hold on. Bobcat.
Well, I mean, there's one variable. Size is a
There's
good
also
thing.
size. Bobcats are much larger. They also have a distinctly bobbed tail. They're all technically they are a lynx.
Mm-hmm.
This is correct.
Yes.
Well, one fucking school apparently needs to re-educate themselves on that.
Oh, God.
Quote, Bobcat, seen in West Scranton High School. Just cat that bears striking resemblance.
Granton.
West
Scranton.
Scranton. West Scranton.
Scranton.
What a fucking
Link this
name.
bullshit.
Sounds like it's in the fucking boonies.
No, Scranton is probably Pennsylvania.
Here you go.
Cold country.
Well, let's take a...
Yeah, that's just a poor lost kitty.
Yep, you are correct. That's Pennsylvania. Yeah, that
How
is...
do you mistake that for a bobcat?
Because bobtail is very big.
Let's
That's
find
No,
out.
it's a large cat.
Let's
It's
find
a
out.
larger cat.
Yeah, it might be a Maine Coon.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's very Maine Coon. Look at the ears.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
To be fair,
Let's
to be
get
fair,
into
the
the article.
Bobcats.
Yes, let's get
To
into
be
it.
fair, the Bobcats out where I live in the Bobcats out where I live, they have the ears like that too. So.
So this was uploaded on June 1st, 2021, and you are correct. It is Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Where the Bobcat that caused much a stir in West Scranton High School on that Tuesday morning turned out to be nothing more than a house cat. West Scranton High School dismissed students Tuesday morning after school officials believed a Bobcat was loose in the building. I would love to have been a fly on the wall to hear that over the fucking PA system. All students get the fuck out of there! There's a Bobcat!
Please
Holy
do not
fucking
panic.
shit!
Please exit the building slowly.
Just a fucking... No, if anything, all the students were just like, cool, we get out early. Oh, just fucking... And we have a fucking Twitter post from Stacy Lange. Or Lang.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say we had a Twitter post from the Bobcat.
Hey, if we can
Meow.
get Kevin Nunes's cow, we can have one from the Bobcat.
Fair point.
She said, quote, here it is. Scranton superintendent says school officials first thought it was a cat when spotted on surveillance cameras. Animal control officers identified it as a bobcat and called the Game Commission.
Oh, so it is a Bobcat.
No, it wasn't.
Wait. Animal control misidentified it as a bobcat. Is that what
So
we're saying?
animal control actually came in, and animal control thought it was a Bobcat.
Let me see. Well, animal control officers had originally identified the animal as a bobcat and notified the Game Commission. Ah, yeah, that's exactly the case.
And so animal control fucked up.
Everybody fucked up.
Meanwhile, the cat's going, where's my food?
Yeah, exactly. It was trapped in the building and taken to Griffin Pond Animal Shelter.
And the cat is just like, human, I demand noms.
Human, I demand noms and perhaps pets.
Size of that cat, that's got to be a Maine Coon breed of some sort or something like that. And they're fucking intelligent. So, yeah.
Surprisingly not. It's actually a clouded jack cat, an exotic breed that resembles a bobcat.
Really?
Huh.
Whoa, to the Googles!
Yes, the captured cat was identified through a microchip, and they made that distinction, as well as the identity of this cat. This cat was named Kakashi. Because I guess a kid fucking owns this cat.
Oh, Kakashi, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
This cat has been missing for 3 months, and thankfully it'll be reunited with its family.
Oh, poor baby.
Hey,
He ran
good
away
is-
to
what
have
good is
some
a-
fun and got lost.
What
Yeah.
good is a microchip if you can't, track it with a GPS?
I know, it's
Yeah,
such
it doesn't work that way.
It's such a bullshit thing. Like, people just find a cat, they take it to a vet, and they scan it like it's a fucking bottle of soda at the fucking Walmart, and then the information pops up. Not for the people that are looking for the cat, but for the fucking veterinarian that just scanned it like they're a fucking...
Let me ask you this, okay? If such technology were available, okay, 1, do you think it would be misused? And 2, how many of the people that we have a problem with the vaccine right now would definitely not get the vaccine because that technology exists?
This
Oh,
is
come on,
true.
Greg. You remember when this first started happening, when we first started shipping our animals. Everyone started
Oh, God,
losing their minds about shipping humans.
Oh my God, yes. The mark of the number of the beast. That's what it was. It was the mark of the beast. Everybody went ballistic about it. Like, really? Here's the thing. We can't use or do trackers that fine from an orbital platform. We can't. Okay? Any tracking done from an orbital platform is either heat, radio, or visually done. Okay? If we were able to, quote unquote, ping these objects, okay, from like a large tower or an orbital platform or whatever like that, we would have zero privacy because every single one of us who has one of the brand new chip cards, okay, has an RFID thing in it. All right,
This
so
is true.
Right, well, because
these are also too big to be implanted and useful. The water in the body stops the signal unless it's right there. So,
well, and also to be fair, we already don't have much privacy anyway because the FCC refuses to tell the telecom companies to stop selling our information.
Yes, too, but that's a whole separate ball of wax.
Yeah, it just reminds me of a fucking meme that I've seen. They don't need to inject you with a tracker. You're literally holding a tracking device.
Pretty much.
Right?
Yeah, what was I watching? And somebody was carrying the phone around, and I'm like, they're gonna find you because you're carrying that fucking phone.
Oh, you're gonna have to narrow that down. That's a lot of fucking
movies.
Yeah,
you have no idea how that doesn't narrow it down. Yeah.
But while you're thinking about that, back to the fucking point. The fact that they mistook a fucking house cat for a bobcat, regardless of the genetics. Like, yeah, I can mistake this blurry image of a cat for a bobcat in the same way I mistake a blurry picture of a man to be Bigfoot.
Yeah, once they got close enough, they should have gone and went, oh, that's a house cat.
That is gonna be.
No, that's not a bobcat.
That is gonna
be. That's not
a
bobcat.
That is gonna be an awkward conversation to have with the fucking the county, the fucking school district. So why did you close the school early on this day? We thought there was a bobcat in the school. Was there a bobcat? No. What was in the school? A cat named Kakashi.
To be fair, there is a population of bobcats in Pennsylvania, but not anywhere near Scranton.
No. All I'm saying is get more information before you immediately jump the gun to the worst case scenario. And that's a fucking laugh coming from me, the pessimist of this fucking group.
See, here's the funny thing is that I'm looking up these things as clouded jackcats, and that one I can't see. It might be the lighting, okay, but I don't see a lot of variegation in its fur. Because the ones that I'm looking at that come up under searches, the majority of the searches I'm finding all have like leopard-like prints.
Yeah, they all have like they don't look like bobcats to me. Are you kidding? They look like
they don't.
They look like, what's that small feral wildcat? Like the smallest
It's
wildcat.
The lynx is what we were talking about earlier.
Well, there's this particular type of like small lynx.
You talking like the desert cat or whatever the hell it was? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
In any case, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on from cat.
Oh, the rusty spotted cat. It's very small, about kitten size, but it is still a predator. It's got that coloration to it. It looks like that.
Anywho, moving on from a cat that wasn't supposed to be in a building to a man that wasn't supposed to be in a building.
Which is altogether much more frightening.
It is, but thankfully this situation didn't end in a frightening manner. It ended in a humorous manner, depending on your perspective. Of all the places to fucking break into to take a nap during your drunken rampage, this guy has the worst fucking luck.
Somebody broke into a police thing.
You're not entirely wrong. Drunk teen breaks into cop-filled Airbnb.
What?
I'm not joking.
Hilarious.
So,
God.
this was posted June 1st, 2021. A drunk teenager broke into an Airbnb in Milwaukee for a lie-down, only to learn upon waking that the rental was occupied by 3 visiting sheriff's deputies. The Montana officers who were in town for emergency vehicle training had been sleeping, but got back up to find the back door of the property ajar. After heading upstairs to investigate, the deputies were greeted with the sight of the none too fresh 19-year-old passed out in one of their beds. They explained in a TikTok video, which I actually did watch, and, well, let's take a look. This silly guy found the one Airbnb in all of downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin loaded with cops, one of the lawmen said in the viral video. He woke up in handcuffs. The officers dialed 911 to report their uninvited guest, who later told Milwaukee police that he had no clue where he was or how he'd ended up there. No, this is a first for that. I've woken up in random places, the hungover youngster explains in the video. He was removed from the property but not cited or charged, as police said he had merely stumbled into the wrong home while drunk.
Now, see, here's the thing. This is actually a thing in Wisconsin.
Oh?
Okay? Stumbling into the wrong fucking house while drunk. It is a thing in Wisconsin. Don't ask me why it is. I have no idea, but I have heard about it and seen about it more times than I can count. Okay?
Because it's Wisconsin.
Because it's Wisconsin, and it's like, my relatives are like, well, yeah, my neighbor wandered into the house yesterday, and we had to send him home. He was drunk. It just happens. So I don't know.
And I don't get it because, again, I have been pretty damn fucking drunk. And I've never done that. I did have somebody do that to me. They tried to they wandered into my apartment drunk, and I was just like,
yeah, I don't think that was a drunk thing. I think that was more of they thought he wasn't home and they were going to try and steal his shit.
It's a guy I've never seen before. He was a college kid.
Yeah, there you go.
I have some coworkers who were getting really nefarious with the ideas of what he was there for.
Well, of course.
Okay.
And it was, well, maybe they thought that it wasn't a guy living there, man. Maybe they thought it was a girl. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, he got to meet the face and barrel of my my 380, my Makarov. I didn't shoot him.
Well, of course not. No.
But once he started, I'm just saying for the audience, once he started freaking out and I realized he didn't have a gun, I put it away. I was like, all right, calm down. You just freaked me out, dude.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You have situational training, too, so that makes a big difference. Other people who just have, like, gun safety training probably would have shot the kid.
So,
probably.
But, yeah, it's a thing. In Milwaukee, this guy just picked the wrong Airbnb.
Yeah.
Here's my big question.
For real, he did pick the wrong one.
Here's my big question. What the fuck are cops doing staying in an Airbnb?
I have no clue. All I know is that they're here for training.
Yeah, it says emergency vehicle training, and I guess maybe it was cheaper to get an Airbnb than a hotel. Maybe their emergency vehicle training is taking like a week or more, in which case an Airbnb makes sense. So,
yeah, maybe. So let's see. Charles Pisola, one of the visiting deputies, said the teen was in fact fortunate to have found his way into a residence riddled with cops. What if that dude stumbled into a bed with a kid or my wife? I mean, it could have been a different morning, right? He said to the outlet. So, wrong place, wrong time, but lucky place, lucky time. There's dudes. That's how it's written in the article. That there's dudes.
I see.
That actually know how to handle that.
Oh, okay. That there is dudes that actually know how to handle that. So
there are dudes that actually know how to handle it. Yeah,
there are dudes actually. So it's just bad grammar.
Bad grammar.
Wisconsin.
I wouldn't know.
Any Wisconsinites listening? I do not apologize.
So
most of them would probably go, yeah, that's about right.
So Pisola said he turned the episode into a TikTok video to show a lighter side to policing, and that police are just people like everyone else. Let's not walk on that minefield.
I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna say right here and now and move on from this article afterwards. I'm sure there are some decent cops out there, but unfortunately, at the time of this recording, they're a little bit buried under some bad examples right now. So, our last softcore article for tonight. I did say that we are a little bit stretched for content, but hopefully we'll be providing something tonight. I figured we should end...
Well, I mean, this is kind of a good thing if you think about it. That means there isn't really that much Trainwreck news going on right now, outside of politics and anyone who passed away.
Yeah, you say that now, but next week, with my fucking karma, there's going to be a surplus of news. So much news I'll have to be like, I gotta save half of this shit for next week.
What was that old rule about making things idiot-proof?
Yeah.
You can't make things idiot-proof. The universe keeps making better idiots.
Yep. So I figured we should end the softcore material with something completely fucking outlandish. And of course it comes from fucking Florida. This is the most Florida thing that I'm about to say. Well, the second most Florida thing I'm gonna say. Goat set free, glitter spread across campus at Florida high school.
Yeah, I need some context.
Context is required, please.
I mean, let's see. This comes from Volusia County, Florida. Posted on May 25th, 2021. A goat, glitter, toilet paper, plastic wrap, and red Solo cups were all used during an incident at a Florida high school campus just days before the semester is set to end. Let me just stop right there and make my prediction. Graduate prank.
Or just graduate douchebags.
That too.
Yeah.
Volusia County Sheriff's Office said a call came in around 11 p.m. Sunday from a woman who was watching a live feed of her goat at Pine Ridge High School and noticed 5 people came into her goat's pen, picked it up, and carried over multiple fences before leaving the view of the camera. Okay, let's stop again and ask the question. Other than possibly being the mascot, what the fuck is a live goat doing at a high school?
Agricultural studies?
Agricultural students,
or the Future Farmers of America.
Love that all three of you came up with more or less the same.
Veterinary work.
There's the permaculture students would have a goat.
Briefly elaborate. What the fuck is permaculture?
Permaculture is the idea that you live within the normal means of the environment around you, okay, but you reuse as much as possible, and it's all permanent setups. It's nothing ever temporary. Okay, you're permanently in that spot, and you become part of the environment of that spot. Okay, so it's but there's other things that people will call permaculture, and like there's a permaculture bus of all things, which makes no sense to me, except that it runs off veggie oil. Whatever.
That's just biodiesel.
Yeah, that's just biodiesel. So,
yeah.
But they go around teaching people about permaculture. But it's recycling all your stuff. It's having that garden and the compost and being part of the local natural cycle, not just a natural cycle in general.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Deputies said they found the missing goat a short time later, wandering through the courtyard, and returned it to its enclosure. While investigating, deputies walked through the campus with the head of security and noticed the loose goat wasn't the only thing amiss. Records show a pile of glitter was found just inside a door that's believed to be where the culprits entered campus. More glitter and birdseed were found spread through the courtyard and various other areas on campus. Red Solo cups were placed to cover a staircase, and objects in the courtyard were covered with plastic wrap and toilet paper. Yeah, this is totally graduate douchebags.
Correct. Yeah, let's go through this here for a second. The glitter and the birdseed are meant to be together so that birds pick up the glitter and take it everywhere.
Oh,
all right. So the red Solo cups placed to cover a staircase, that's blocking a staircase using red Solo cups probably filled with glitter or water or something.
Oh,
okay.
That is...
All right.
truly evil, truly
Yes,
that
it is
is
truly evil.
that is like
Greatly,
yeah.
greatly evil.
Nature's craft herpes does not need to be spread to the rest of the universe. And anybody who's ever tried to get glitter out of clothes will understand why I call it that.
oh totally that right there is some petty evil genius shit. This is like if Megamind just stopped being a bad guy at like petty levels of dickery.
Yeah, maybe it's him growing up in school. Maybe that's what it is. that would be about the level. But and then the plastic wrap and toilet paper. Well, that's just
made to be annoying.
Yeah,
made to be annoying. Yeah. Toilet, plastic wrapping the bottom of a toilet, the toilet bowl itself, but not the seat. So people sit down on it and make a mess. It's there. It's been there for generations.
So
I think ever since plastic wrap became a thing.
Correct.
So deputies said they found multiple individuals and two 18-year-old women near the campus around the time this crime occurred. Their names have of course, not been released. The case is being investigated...
They're over 18!
Well, no, we found multiple juveniles and two 18-year-old women.
Oh, okay.
No one's over the
They
age.
released the names of the two 18-year-olds. They should be shamed for this.
Well, we don't know if they're exactly connected yet. The case is being investigated as an unarmed burglary and farm animal theft. No one has really been arrested or charged just yet.
Yeah, the head of security wants to nail them though. That's what it says.
The head of security has said that he does want to press charges on behalf of the school on whoever did this bullshit.
Oh, you kids, you do not know. The whole like stealing animals and mascots was like a college thing, and that's what they did in all those old college movies.
Yeah.
And
It was
a thing. But here's the thing: laws have changed and evolved a lot over the years, and you can get yourself into some big fucking shit when it comes to like farm animal theft.
Yeah, and not just with. You're gonna get into big trouble regardless of the animal theft and the law surrounding that. You fucked around with the school, and let me just tell you, as a kid who spent his high school time in literally a brand new fucking high school, I was part of the first class that fully graduated 4 years from this high school, and this school it wasn't god awful, but it was pretty fucking shit. A lot of fucking idiots, a lot of star pupils out there in that fucking school, and a lot of fucking teachers and staff in general were just so over the bullshit that these kids do. So that head of security is probably just fucking done with whoever did this shit.
Well, that and a good chunk of the schools in the U.S. have zero tolerance policies in place.
Exactly.
Which to me partly is good and partly is bad. Okay, because you can't ever handle a minor stupid infraction without tossing the kid on his ear.
Exactly.
Okay, but then you also are able to toss real shitheads on their ears. So
well. I would argue that depends on the crime, because if it's bad enough, if it's bad enough, the university is going to ask any law enforcement to sweep it under the rug because it would make them look bad, or the money that mommy and daddy were giving out would dry up if their little baby got into trouble.
Yeah, this has reminded me of probably the worst thing that I've ever witnessed in high school, and this kind of hinges on hardcore material, so I apologize in advance to those expecting softcore stuff. You can skip on ahead if you want to ignore this.
I bet my high school story is better than yours. Go ahead.
This was an incident that happened, I forget what year, but it was the year But yeah, basically, I went down to the restroom. Oh, yeah, that was it. They started doing a dumbass policy where they unlocked the female bathrooms up on the second floor, but they locked the men's room there, so you had to go downstairs to go into the men's bathroom. Right. Probably because, it's a high school, and high school kids do shit. especially when they're away from cameras. But yeah.
Not gonna stop them.
That's not going to stop them. Yeah.
It's not. But yeah, I go downstairs, I go into the bathroom, and I go into a stall, and when I close the door, there is a fucking layer of pure shit just caked on the back of the stall door.
That's disgusting.
So I switch stalls, I do my business, and I walk out, and I'm just like, okay, I can't leave that there. And thankfully, I think it was either the dean or the head of security or whatever. Probably wasn't the head of security. Either way, I informed this guy and I told him in this voice that was just like, I'm so sorry about the thing I'm gonna have to tell you. And, I tell him basically, someone smeared the stall door with crap. And he didn't say a word. He just went in to investigate, and we didn't exchange a single word with one another. Yeah, there was this air of like, you have got to be shitting me on this guy's face. He kept a stone face, but I could feel it. Oh, I feel so bad for that guy. I felt so...
Well, he doesn't have to clean it up. The janitor did.
Yeah, I feel even worse for the janitor, but just like...
That's one of the two janitorial jobs that I would never want, is janitor in a high school and janitor in a hospital.
Yeah.
Those two. Never. I would never take those two jobs.
Either way, that was the most disgusting thing that happened in school. Probably the worst thing I ever, quote-unquote, witnessed. But yeah.
Seriously, guys, what's wrong with just, like, harmless pranks?
Yeah.
Like, here's one for you. This is a senior prank in my high school.
For your views.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Well, this would have gotten the views. This is one of the last senior pranks at my high school before I graduated. This didn't happen when I was there, but basically these guys decided, hey, let's screw around a little bit with the school. So what do? They managed to sneak in, avoid the janitors or the cleaning crew, and after the cleaning crew left, managed to sneak out every single desk, chair, and table in all the rooms. My high school wasn't big, but it was still a 2-story building. It was impressive. And lined them up exactly as how they're set up in the school out in the gym. One half was the second floor, the other half was the first floor.
Oh, that's hilarious. I remember...
And I'm just like, bravo. Excellent job.
I remember...
Two things here.
You first.
Yeah, one, I did get in trouble for removing all the screws from the desk that I was sitting in, and I removed all the screws from the desk I was sitting in and left everything and carefully got up and went to the next class.
I vaguely remember you telling me that one.
Yes, the person who was after me, okay,
the desk just
fell right on the floor because everything fell apart. Second, if you want to see how real good pranks are done, okay, go out to hacks.mit.edu. Okay, this is the MIT hack gallery of all the things that they've done to their campus. Okay, so that if you want examples of what really, really good hacks and pranks are to be done, that's where you go.
I remember that the one thing that my school did, I think the seniors used to basically, we had a statue of a panther in our courtyard because that was our mascot. And every so often during the tail end of the year, the mascot would be dressed up with, like, I think they managed to fucking somehow get socks on that thing, even though the feet were attached to the ground. I might be remembering wrong. I think it might have been just the tail. But then, like, they also did balloons. They, like, tied balloons onto the thing, like the kind you use for balloon animals. So yeah, a harmless prank is perfectly fine, as long as it's funny. This here is just dickery in the finest degree.
It's evil.
This is
evil.
This
evil.
is
Absolutely.
It's brilliant, but it's evil. Anyway, that's the end of the softcore material tonight, which means it's time for our second music break, which will lead into the hardcore material. So, get yourselves comfortable, and we'll be right back with Trademark's Trainwreck, a show featured on Celestia Radio all fan all the time. Except when it's just high schoolers being dicks.
Nature's glitter. Nature's herpes is what glitter is. Don't use it. If you can push a van over by yourself, you might be a supervillain.
Welcome back, folks, to Trademark.
Depends on the van.
Welcome back to Trademark Trainwreck.
I'll give you that one. Because I could probably I could probably overturn a VW van. I probably could do that.
Welcome back to Trademark Trainwreck.
Wouldn't be easy, but I could do it.
We need to let the man
Where,
do the
where
intro.
Trademark constantly gets interrupted by this joke that goes on for far too long. Fuck's sake. It's fine, it's fine. Well, if that doesn't describe... If that doesn't fucking, like, perfectly summarizes the fucking theme or atmosphere of this show, I don't know what will. Let's move on to the hardcore material for tonight, folks.
I did totally derail you, didn't I?
Just a wee bit. It's fine, though. It's fine. I'm leaving it all in. No hard feelings, man.
It's all in, people.
Anyway, we have another fucking incident regarding a McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Yay.
McDonald's drive-thru invader busted and jailed. Cops say the man attacked manager after breaching order window. This is an event that happened on June 2nd. After causing a disturbance at the drive-thru window, a McDonald's customer broke the window and crawled through the opening into the restaurant where he attacked a female manager. This was an incident in fucking Florida. And the fucking name, the name of this man. Investigators allege that Michael Jordan... I want to emphasize that I didn't just have a fucking stroke when I said that name. I want to emphasize that it's M-Y-C-H-E-L Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Michael.
Kids, don't name your children when you're on drugs.
Yes.
Don't do that. And all of you out there naming your kids Naruto, okay? Think about that again.
Please fucking consider the ramifications of such stupid ass decisions.
Rock Lee, maybe, not Naruto.
Yeah, and if the kids ask why are you named Rock, just be like, after Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Yeah, there you go. That works. It gives them an out.
Anyway.
But you can't do anything with Naruto. You just can't.
Mr. Jordan here is 33 years old, and he was asked to leave the premises of the Peninsula Park Eatery at around 4 a.m. on a Sunday morning, following a flap at the 24-hour drive-thru. But instead of departing, Jordan, who lives 2 miles from the McDonald's, quote, broke the drive-thru window, crawled in through the window, and grabbed and pushed the 53-year-old employee. When cops subsequently confronted Jordan, he allegedly fought with 3 officers and was, quote, tased multiple times with no effect.
Okay, he's on meth.
Maybe.
I will point out the fact that I just watched both Split and Glass, okay? And all of a sudden I'm thinking, like, is this guy the Beast? What the hell happened?
I mean, it could be very well possible. All 3 officers suffered scrapes and cuts during the struggle with Jordan, who allegedly spit on the Peninsula Park Police Department cops. Jordan...
That's assault.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sadly it is.
Jordan showed an indication of drug influence. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
You don't say.
Yeah, I didn't know that somebody could get tased 3 times and shrug it off.
PCP? Maybe?
Probably.
PCP.
Yeah, probably PCP.
So Jordan was arrested.
I don't think Meth would have done that. Sorry, go ahead.
It's fine. I was just going to say he was arrested with 4 felonies, burglary with assault or battery with and 3 counts of resisting police with violence. He's locked up in lieu of a $155,000 bond.
Damn. That's a little excessive.
Well, he's got a fucking rap sheet.
Yeah, given the restrictions and the fact that he's resisted police violently, at least is what I'm getting from this. That's not that much money.
So let's run through that lengthy rap sheet here.
Inhale.
Oh boy.
Disorderly conduct, carrying a concealed weapon, marijuana possession, resisting officers without violence, cocaine possession, cocaine sales, and battery on a law enforcement officer. He served about 18 months in state prison following one of his narcotics convictions.
I was holding my breath during the entire rap sheet.
Just
that's a good rule. If you can hold your breath while somebody reads the entire rap sheet for a guy, okay, he might maybe not be that bad. In this case, it was pretty close.
I mean, I just read the entire article, and I just want to point out we have no idea how we got here apart from drugs. We don't know how this incident started. We don't know what was the inciting incident. We just know that it happened.
I guess he just really wanted some dollar menu while he was coming down from his PCP high.
Maybe. Or his coke high, depending on what he's actually taking.
No, coke wouldn't stop the tase. The only other thing I can think of that would stop the tase would be maybe his clothing, bunched in a certain way and they just couldn't get a good shot on him.
Yeah, they couldn't get connection. Either that or, again, because if you are hyped up on PCP, and even sometimes cocaine, because it does have this pain dulling effect, or heroin, because heroin is basically, because, Oxycontin is essentially painkiller, but you're usually pretty docile when you're on heroin and Oxycontin because you're like, don't feel anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I'm going to guess either PCP or coke.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've never seen a coke addict not respond to tasing, but yeah. I'll go with that. Well, okay.
I prefer
I defer to your experience.
Moving on from the drive-through to a shitty segue that Trademark can't even finish. I'm talking about an incident that happened on a Southwest flight. 'Cause, I
think I know what this is.
Oh, do you? Alright, let's see if this rings a bell for you. Southwest pilot put on probation for watching porn during flight and flashing his genitals before female co-pilot.
Oh, God.
Oh, yep.
What are you trying to get? What are you going to try and do? Get a position on Fox News?
This is not how you join the Mile High Club. Okay, you also can't join the Mile High Club as a pilot. Autopilot doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you allow me to put myself in the upright position...
I hate you.
We are cleared for takeoff.
Shut up!
Now all I can think about is the inflatable co-pilot from Airplane.
This happened June 1st. Let's see here. A pilot has been put on probation after watching porn and exposing his genitals before a female first officer during a flight from Philadelphia to Florida. Michael Hack, Haak, 60. He was on...
There it is. Boomer.
Yeah. He was on a Southwest Airlines flight traveling from Philadelphia International Airport to Orlando International Airport on the 10th of August, 2020. During his travel, Hack got out of the pilot's seat, and while still in the cockpit of the plane, intentionally disrobed and viewed pornographic media on a laptop computer. He further engaged in inappropriate conduct in the cockpit as the first officer continued to perform her duties as an assigned aircrew member. okay. First and foremost, props to that woman. Props to that woman for
Actually, for several reasons.
Yeah, props to her for one, doing her fucking job in spite of the shit situation that she was in. Like, she has bigger brass balls than that actual fucking pilot. Now, what do you have to congratulate her for, eh? Gray?
I can congratulate her for reporting this. Okay, because this sort of shit, traditionally, in the airline industry goes unreported.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And especially if it's between crew members, you know, and especially if it's the old boy network.
If
This
it's
shit
the captain,
goes
yeah. If it's the captain, it's
right. If it's the
status
captain,
military.
so she gets major kudos for reporting this, because this is just bullshit that should not happen. It really is, and it just
Like,
I get real sick of hearing this stuff.
Like, I get it. A flight, once you get past that, you're in a fucking metal tube roaring through the sky at God knows how many miles per hour with the small fucking chance that eventually gravity will just go nope and fucking grab you and pull you right down to the earth.
We apologize to any of our listeners who have a fear of flying, okay, and we're suddenly triggered by Trademark.
Yeah, it is the safest way to fly.
It's the safest way to fly. Don't worry. I completely understand your fucking fears. I go through that shit every time I fly. But yeah, once you get past that small fucking chance happening, once you get past that and embrace the fact that you're flying is fucking boring unless you have a plan for what you're gonna do for the next half an hour to 7 hours, depending on where you're going.
Hell, it could be as long as
14 hours.
14 hours.
Yeah, it can go even fucking longer. So,
like if you're doing an international flight from LA to Tokyo, that's 11 straight hours.
Mm-hmm. So I understand.
A flight from Chicago to Shenzhen was 14 and a half hours.
So I understand the passengers being stressed for entertainment. Like, even though there's plenty of fucking options, some people still fucking complain about being bored as shit. Like, they can sleep, do whatever they want on their computer, they can watch movies on either their devices or a provided device, they can do whatever the fuck they want back there. The pilot, meanwhile, I don't know what a pilot can and cannot do while they are in mid-flight in the cockpit. I know that they are supposed to be at attention at all times, unless, like...
Here's how it works. Okay, here's how it works. I did actually misspeak earlier when I said autopilot is not like that. Technically, it really kind of is. Okay, you can turn it on. It is GPS controlled.
Autopilot maintains, but it basically maintains course and altitude. It can't,
Correct.
act in an emergency. And you should not take a nap or anything when it's going.
No.
Right.
So
And this is an example of why we as people have problems with the Tesla auto driving feature. Okay?
Exactly.
Because it works basically the same way. All right, it keeps you on course, it keeps you on speed. Okay, yes, it does have some functions for if the traffic changes. Okay, but it can't predict emergencies. All right, yes, there have been cases of Airbus planes taking off automatically and landing automatically and doing the whole trip automatically, but they're few and far between, and they had an onboard pilot just in case.
Yes.
All right, but no. Going on and putting it on autopilot or handing it off to your co-pilot, okay, and then jacking off to porn? No, this is not a thing you should do.
No.
Not a thing.
Not
okay. I mean, I know for the super long international flights, there actually is a bunk bed up kind of in the roof behind the cockpit.
Correct.
Where
yes.
they have three or four pilots, 2 co-pilots and 2 pilots, and then they'll just two shifts.
Exactly.
Yeah, yes. and they still have to trade out crew when they get to their destination. It's one of the reasons I was in Shenzhen for an extra day, okay, and had to stay to I had to stay at a 4-star hotel for an extra day.
Oh no.
Military subcontractors. Yeah. Oh no. That was the 4-star hotel where I came downstairs to meet some friends, and there was a whole line of furred ladies that were scantily dressed, and they were waiting companions for a corporate business meeting.
Okay.
But aside that, they are required by FAA rules and regs to switch crews, okay, or allow the crew to rest before they can start that 14-hour flight again. Okay,
Yeah.
so they are required to switch crews even if they have bunking capability available. You know, but still above and beyond for this idiot. It's really.
Speaking of this idiot, let's check back on Mr. Hach and see what he's up to. He has since apologized for his actions. Well, good on him. Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Let's see. I mean,
well, let's take a look.
I think I kind of wonder if like if he's done this kind of shit before.
You know, well, one of the things that points at the fact that he is part of the old guard is the fact that they put him on probation.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
they didn't with pay probably.
No. He has been slapped with a $5,000 fine for his inappropriate action.
That's nothing.
Oh, listen to this fucking excuse.
No.
Just listen to this fucking, this is his fucking statement during the hearing. It started as a consensual prank between me and the other pilot.
Bullshit.
No. If it had been a consensual prank, she would not reported it, okay?
No.
Just no.
Southwest said in a statement that the airline does not tolerate the behavior of this nature and will take prompt action if such conduct is substantiated. Spokesperson Chris Maines said Southwest only learned of Hach's behavior after he voluntarily left the airline. He added, nonetheless, Southwest did investigate the matter and as a result, ceased paying Mr. Hach with any benefits he was entitled to receive as a result of his separation from the airline.
Oh, okay. All right. So yes, even though he's part of the old guard, they cut him off and said, "You were a shithead," and have nothing to do with him.
They basically said, "Resign, or it's going to get bad."
Right. Yeah, they pretty much were going to hand him his ass, and he probably had the choice to slit his throat or.
I mean, yeah, seriously, because he basically committed employment seppuku. They basically straight said, "Look, the airlines are getting a really bad rap right now, but the whole shit that happened with Delta, we don't need this. You either resign." Or we're going to or we're going to make an example of you.
Yep. Yeah, he's, and for that to happen to one of the old guard, because we know he's one of the old guard at 60.
Got it.
Okay, at 60, he's a veteran pilot, boomer, that thinks the universe owes him. Guess what? It doesn't.
Yeah, the universe don't owe your ass shit, okay? You're not you're not your parents. You're not the greatest generation. You didn't do anything to deserve it, okay?
You're not special, Snowflake.
Your karma has come calling.
Mm-hmm.
You're good.
Sorry, we're getting a little too real right now. Where's that
little
bottle
too
of piss
real.
spray?
Well, I have one last article for y'all to wash the bad taste out of your mouth. I'm cheating a little bit.
Hardcore.
Well, I'm cheating a little bit because this is technically softcore, but the fucking title of this article and the lengths that this person went to.
Uh-oh.
This technically isn't something hardcore, but fuck it, I wanted to end on a high note. We can stop looking for him, everybody. We have found the Florida man, and he prefers to be called Mr. Florida, who stole White Claws, scissors, animal pain medication in Zephyr Hills multi-business robberies.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm not saying oh, he goes by the nickname of Mr. Florida. No. Wait until you hear his fucking name. This comes from Pasco County, Florida, which is ironic.
A lot of things come from Pasco County, Florida, it seems.
This was posted
Trade, aren't you in Pasco County?
No, I'm not, and I'm not going to reveal my actual location. So, this was posted May 30th, 2021. A man is now behind bars after police say he went on a burglary spree at multiple businesses and residences in Zephyr Hills. Police say early Sunday morning a man identified as, here we go, Lawrence Franklin King, Florida. Lawrence Franklin King,
I don't know
Florida.
what to say.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Lawrence Franklin King, Florida.
I suppose Florida could be a family name, I guess.
I guess. He went into the back area of The Great Catch, opened the freezer, and threw all the White Claw alcoholic beverages and beers into a retention pond behind the business. And I'm Googling what The Great Catch is right now, but let's face it, it's probably a fishing thing.
It sounds like a seafood restaurant.
Yeah, seafood restaurant or...
you are correct.
Bait shop.
You are correct. It's, quote, one of the best seafood restaurants in the area.
Why White Claw?
I don't know, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe he's got an issue with, like, alcoholic seltzer.
I mean, they're not bad. They're just...
No, they're not okay.
They're not good. So...
I mean, honestly, like, I picked up a pack of them maybe a year and a half ago when they got big. I was like, I should try these. And I went through it in a weekend, and...
Yeah, I tried it. I wasn't really thrilled with it.
It reminds me of the sugar-free sodas I get, except slightly alcoholic.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd rather have a Lembex.
Yeah.
And get yourself some Belgian fruit beer.
Yeah, the great catch here. It's pretty much what you'd expect. It's a mainly seafood sort of affair. They serve oysters, mahi-mahi, calamari, all kinds of stuff. But
I still say it's a damn shame that there's some places in Florida where you can't get alligator.
Depends on where you go. I'm sure there's at least one spot somewhere nearby me that does it. Somewhere in the boonies.
You can get alligator out here in the Midwest. Good Lord.
So
it tastes okay.
So according to police, Florida then walked to Massey Barbershop located at 5330 6th Street in Zephyr Hills, broke a side window, entered the business, took a set of clippers, a charging stand, and Otium wireless earbuds. Whoa. The poor person who actually owns those.
Expensive ones.
Let me check. Let me check how much these would cost.
Raycon earbuds?
No, not Raycon. We are not sponsored by them. Oh, well.
We should be.
No,
money they give out.
Depending on where you go, they're not terribly expensive. I mean, the cheapest the cheapest you can get them is like $20-ish at like the Walmart. There's been a recent price drop.
Not for Raycons. For actual name brand shit, that's still like in $70 range. For Walmart's knockoff, yeah, that's $20.
Yeah.
Although to be frank, Walmart's knockoffs aren't that bad.
So I've heard.
All in the same Chinese factories.
So, a release from police say that Mr. Florida then walked to Lisa's barbershop. How many fucking barbershops are in one street? This is located at 5517 Gull Boulevard, and broke the front glass window. Once inside, he stole 5 clippers, 2 pairs of scissors, all valued at $1,000. Police say he then continued his burglary spree at Carpet and Floor Source, located at 5527 Gull Boulevard, where he broke a side window and went inside. What was that?
This man is drunk.
I don't know whether he's drunk or just weird, because he keeps just going down the line. Oh, look, another business. Oh, look, another business.
Yeah.
And he's hitting businesses that, like, you wouldn't think would normally be hit for anything. So it's like, wow.
We're at a seafood restaurant, 2 barbershops, and a carpet and floor store so far. Nothing is reported missing at that location at this time, so that could be a developing situation.
They didn't find anything.
Florida then walked to the Living Foods Bakery and Cafe located at 38201 10th Avenue. There, he broke a side glass window, went inside the business, and stole approximately $800 in cash, jackets, coins, cash bags, and keys.
There must not be much cash in the drawers, then.
Oh, he fucking left a calling card. He left a pair of antique scissors from Lisa's barber shop. That was found in the carport of Living Foods Bakery and Cafe. He then moved on to Zephyr Hills Veterinary Clinic, located at 5655 Gull Boulevard, where he broke a window on the west side of the business, which triggered the alarm. Nothing is reported missing at this time. Keys and a bag of coins were found in the dumpster of the clinic, which belonged to Farm Fresh. Mr. Florida furthered his adventure to Little Cat Rescue, where he broke into a shed in the backyard and stole cat wormers, animal pain medication, and syringes.
Yeah, animal pain medication actually can go for quite a bit because depending on what it is.
Yeah,
So,
if it's fentanyl,
if
boy.
it's fentanyl, yeah, he's making some decent money.
Mm-hmm. So, Officer Zielinski with ZPD responded to a police report around 5:30 a.m. that someone pulled a homeowner's Ring camera doorbell off of 12th Avenue. The homeowner identified...
Sorry, I just want to say, can you imagine how much shit that precinct got after Zootopia came out?
I know, I didn't want to say it, I was so tempted to.
ZPD.
Yeah. The homeowner identified...
Also, the name of the city is Zephyr Heights or Zephyr
Hills.
Zephyr Hills. God, what an unfortunate name to anyone who is a fan of My Little Pony.
Oh, I forgot about him. Anywho, but yeah, the homeowner... Given
the story at hand, that this is not all that out of...
Yeah, I mean, given the story at hand, this honestly sounds like Zephyr got drunk one day and just one night and just wandered through Ponyville stealing shit. I mean, there's a couple of like beauty salons, there's a veterinary clinic, there are a couple of restaurants. I'm fairly certain this would have been like his random crime spree from getting drunk one night.
May I mention how the homeowner identified Florida as the suspect now?
Oh God. Okay.
Sure. Go ahead.
He also mentioned that Mr. Florida was his neighbor. Police say Mr. Florida also broke into a truck located off of 9th Street and stole some tools in a briefcase. During a post-Miranda interview with officers, police say Mr. Florida admitted to breaking into all the above-listed locations and agreed to walk officers around to where he dumped the stolen items.
Wow,
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, that sounds like he wanted this. That sounds like he really wanted this.
Maybe?
It's just weird. It's just weird that he said, "Oh, that's it. I'm done." You know, and I mean, we advise criminals to do that on this show, but it's just
give a fuck anymore.
But it's just like, well, okay, yeah, I suppose. It just seems weird to me that after doing all of that he would admit to it.
He's 28 years old. He's currently being held in the Pasco County Jail in lieu of $5,150 bail on charges including 5 counts of burglary. So maybe this is a case where... I mean, there's no mention of a prior rap sheet. Like, I've got no fucking clue what happened with this guy.
I'm a little mystified on this one.
Yeah, this is weird.
We're missing some context.
This is a hilarious story, but at the same time, it's just like, what? What is your thought process here, man?
this is another case how did we get here?
Yeah, exactly.
Through various horrifying twists and turns that I don't like.
I don't even know if they were horrifying. They're just muddled and confused.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, if they had been horrifying, we would have been, oh, okay, now we understand.
True.
Like, we have no idea what this guy's past history is, if he even has a past history with crime. We don't know if he was drunk or high during the time of this stuff. I mean, he apparently remembers everything that he did in order to lead cops on his fucking Hansel and Gretel bread trail crumb of crime and theft. So
maybe he's just like it could be like some type of mental disorder.
I mean, did he have a Michael Douglas falling down moment? I mean, is that what this is? Where he just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna steal shit." It's just so weird.
Yeah, I don't have an answer. I really don't. I tried to look up more articles, but honestly, that much that I just read is all I've found so far. I mean, let me try again. I want to fucking...
It's always the simpler ones that are the puzzlers.
Yeah, it's just like... Yeah, on the surface, ha ha, Mr. Florida. Mr. Florida did a funny. He's Florida man, way. But then you really step back and you went, but wait, why? Why did this happen?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I really hate to beat a dead horse here, but some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, I guess. This is a story I'm gonna keep an eye on in the future. I'm gonna see if I can learn anything else about Mr. Florida. But
okay, you'll have to forgive me for this one, but this wasn't an ending. This was an origin story.
Yeah, this is an origin story. What the hell are you going on about?
Lord of mercy, it's true.
Fair enough. I mean, maybe we'll learn more about Mr. Florida as the train wreck goes on. But for now, that's going to be it for this week's episode. We were stripped for content, but the content we provided, oh boy, I think we provided enough for this week.
Yeah, there was enough content out there, but it was the wrong type of content.
Yeah.
It was, like all sorts of political shit and all sorts of other things and blah blah blah. And we're like, no, it wouldn't have been good.
We might skirt the line of politics every now and then and get our personal opinion out there, but we never go full on ranting about what's going on in the political battlefield right now.
We're not about gay frogs.
No, we're not. Anywho, that's it for this
that voice
episode.
hurts to do.
Yeah, it does. It really does. So that's it for this week's episode of Trademark's Trainwreck, a show featured on Celestia Radio, all fandom all the time. With me here tonight has been RandomGreymane.
I'm gonna go punch a train door now.
Sherlock.
Oh boy, are we done? Can we go, please?
Just
shit to do.
Just a minute. And finally, we had TheFangirl with us.
I'm regretting things a little bit less, but not entirely.
Once again, thank you, everybody.
There is still regret.
There's always regret. Once again, thank you, everybody, for listening to Trademark's Trainwreck. Our theme song was created by Marivex, and our banner art was created by Court Awesome. You can find their social media, our social media, and the links to all the articles I discussed in the description below, if you're listening to this on YouTube, of course, where I also ask that you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube garbage that I'm forced to talk about every week, otherwise YouTube will leave me in the fucking dust like it does with all of these smaller content creators who don't know what the hell they're doing. That's the state we're in. Anywho, my name is Trademark, and good night.